What's up, everybody? It's Greg, host of the Arc of Wrestling podcast, and we're here. We're going to be talking about our Wrestlemania predictions tonight. We're also going to be talking about tonight's Raw first, before we get to those predictions, and then afterwards, you guys, we may get into some New Japan Pro Wrestling Invasion Attack predictions as well. We got a big weekend ahead of us, so let's just introduce our cast of moronic idiots and get along with the show. Starting with Dev. What's up, Dev?
Hello there.
Ryan, who's probably gonna be silent.
Hi.
Oh, there you go. Hunter. Oh, Hunter's the dead one. John.
What's up, Internet?
Wesley.
Howdy, Greg hates fun.
Greg hates fun, annoying piece of shit.
Send your bills to Crowley.
You want to make a deal?
Mike.
No.
Jonesy.
Yes. Hey.
And returning for a second week in a row, Mr. David West. What's up, Mr.?
Hey.
Woo!
Alright, guys. Whew. Wow, that was a crazy fucking Raw. Oh my god. Let's get started.
Mike.
Before we get into our wrestle... Oh my god. Before we get into our WrestleMania predictions, let's talk about Raw for a second, because very noteful Raw. A lot of things happened tonight that I think we should talk about.
Let's talk about the opening segment,
yes.
for instance. I will talk about the opening segment in this slow voice to show you how slow it was.
Death taxes and the streak. Undertaker's promo was a regular streak promo. Very, you know, what I just said, very a little added comedy into Taker's usual stick. But I think the more interesting part was what led after his promo. Heyman, who excellently could promote any match he wanted to, in the most fluent and perfect way possible. And then the big brawl that happened between Taker and Lesnar, that surprisingly, Lesnar F5's Taker.
Okay, I want to talk about that brawl.
Yes.
It was punch, Irish whip, reversal, clothesline, F5. That's not a brawl.
It's Scream.
That's...
Oh, it definitely looked like it was rehearsed.
They did this?
That was not a shoe. Taker usually rehearses a lot of his stuff before going in the ring. Granted, Taker is easily someone who could do that and not get ridiculed by it. I'm fine with it. I don't need anything much more from that. I'd rather all that to be taking place during the match at Mania.
The entire thing is it sets up, ooh, maybe Lesnar will beat Undertaker.
Yeah.
That's all that really did. That's really what it did, is like, ooh, maybe Lesnar actually will be the one that takes out Undertaker.
Yeah, they've done it before with Taker too, where his opponent would get the advantage going into Mania. It's a usual stick for Taker where he just ends up winning it. It's just to make it more believable that he could lose it this year. Granted that, and not a lot of those have come by since the first Shawn Michaels match. But yeah.
Exactly.
just saying, Undertaker has no comedy in his promos, so what?
Hey, but taxes, man. No one can escape the taxes.
He's not IRS.
Well, apparently Undertaker's into fish.
Into fish?
Well, is that what you called all the guys, or am I thinking of something else? Oh wait, he meant never mind. Fuck fish. I don't know why I said fish.
What the fuck are you saying, Jonesy?
Fish. Confirmed.
I don't know why I said fish. I'm sorry.
Undertaker.
I meant to say he takes them out. And
Taker likes fish. Is he a gay fish?
Shut up! Let me speak.
You what?
He says he takes them out until they can't walk or stand on the ground anymore.
He said something to go out to the middle of the ocean and they either pull it down or drag it go to shore. And they've all tried to go to shore.
I don't know where fish came from, but
Only the water.
Yeah.
Really, you just want to resurrect the Kelly fucks Dolphins podcast title?
Oh man. Oh, that was a good one. Nice callback, John.
Okay, so I'm gonna press this question to you guys. How interested are you in this Taker Lesnar match? Going into it, Sunday's WrestleMania. What's your feelings, John? Starting with you.
My feelings are no.
No.
Just plain out no. I don't like it. I don't see why it needs to happen. Because really it's, here's two guys that had mystique and build to a WrestleMania match 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, when was their face-off at the UFC show?
Oh, the UFC show? That was 2007? 6?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, you want to do it, and then it was a weird little... But yeah, I remember when that happened.
And
a lot of talking started happening around then.
Yeah.
Okay, Wesley, what do you think?
Don't be quiet.
Yeah.
Speak up.
Well, we're being polite this week, I guess.
fuck you.
I'm. You know what? I'm invested in this.
Invested. Yes, Wesley?
Speak up.
I think he died.
Did he die?
Is Wesley...
Did he?
Time for him to join Chris Benoit in a sponge bath.
Oh,
Looks
man.
like Abaddon got a hold of him. Yeah, he's dead.
Speaking of Chris Benoit, someone remind me to talk about that David Benoit. Oh, wait, Wesley.
I'm back.
What happened?
Howdy.
Abaddon, Wesley.
Yeah, fucking she jumped me. Pushed my shit in.
So what are you going to say?
I am basically the only reason I'm really it's not that I'm looking forward to it. I'm just waiting to see how Brock Lesnar ends up legitimately injuring The Undertaker.
Oh.
Basically, that's what this is coming down to. Because I could see him flipping him a little too hard or something, or making him land wrong and fucking him up legitimately.
You could also
Yeah.
scream at him.
Definitely.
That's
But I think that's always kind of been a glaring fear between this kind of matchup. And the fact that it's happened so late, I would have rather had Lesnar Taker probably last year, and then Punk and Taker this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just been a better opportunity at that point because Taker wasn't really that hurt afterwards, showing by the fact that he wrestled the next night and the next night after that on SmackDown, but then he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see how Taker feels because I know he wants to work something small with the Wyatt family, is what I've been hearing. That there's even a couple people that they've been trying
to do that already.
Yeah, that there's some ramblings that he probably wants to work something at SummerSlam this year because he wanted to do it last year too. So that's cool.
Well, let's just hope that Lesnar doesn't think he's in MMA again and try to do what he did to Cena.
I think
about this match.
What do you think, Joseph?
What?
Compared to the last couple of years, I'm really not as hyped as I am about any of the other matches he had the past few years.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's just
Not
there's
hyped
not
for
as
this
much hype
match?
as there was.
My small take on it is that I think they could have done more with the focus being around Heyman and Taker rather than what it's been like CM Punk and Taker or Lesnar and Taker now. I think Heyman's kind of like that loss. He's kind of just there, and I think he's really just been the guy who's been talking. And they really haven't pressed that feud far enough between Taker and
It's because
Heyman.
God forbid Brock Lesnar talks.
Yeah.
Well, 2 years. I would have said 2 years ago, and the reason I say I agree with you, but The reason I say 2 years ago, because what's missing in this, honest to God, is Paul.
Yeah.
If it was Undertaker with Paul there against Lesnar with the other Paul, aka Bearer. So if it was Taker with Bearer against Lesnar with Heyman, we would be sitting with a hell of a promoted match. Instead, it's kind of an afterthought. This is going to be the third worst match on the card.
Yeah, now that I kind of think about it, Paul would have been a missing ingredient to both of these feuds with Punk and Lesnar, because you have Paul Heyman who's just kind of sitting there and he's not doing anything. He kind of has to talk for Lesnar most of the time because Lesnar can't talk, and he even talked for Punk, but Punk was already good enough to talk by himself. So Heyman has really been lost in the mix, and I think if Paul Bearer was there, it would have added a bigger dimension to this feud.
Well,
There's
yeah,
always
Paul, by
brother
the way.
love.
Oh, right, he's dead.
Aww.
Rip in peace, never forget.
Well, if The Rock wouldn't have got quote unquote hurt, if Punk would have been a Rock versus Lesnar this year.
Hurt.
That wouldn't have been
Quote,
that good
unquote.
anyways.
And,
He wants to wrestle next year. We'll see what happens then.
and I think this feud is rushed because Sting hasn't been signed yet. If Sting was
We don't
signed,
know that Sting hasn't been signed yet.
Yeah, at
Well,
this
It
point,
could be an
I mean,
under-the-table deal.
it
where
could
he
be
just
like-
show up at WrestleMania.
it could be where he signs the deal the minute before Mania, that sort of thing, and they have him prepared for. Because I think Ryan said it earlier that there's rumors going around that are trying to make some roof shenanigans at the Mania.
Superdome.
Yeah.
Breaking John sheet means the Sting
Again-
still hasn't signed.
Take that as lightly as fucking possible because that was one of the dirt sheets talking. But that's just a possibility that's always on the table.
If when Undertaker beats Lesnar, because I really honestly don't, that'll come later. But and all of a sudden the lights go out and the spotlight Sting up in the rafters at the end. That'll foreshadow. That could be the foreshadow.
And then CM Punk's cheeky assassin.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying that would be a foreshadow that they could do that. That would actually then over the Sting hovering around whenever Undertaker's around.
Yeah. I've had this small feeling going around in my head for ever since a bit of news came out about the NWO was supposed to be inducted next year, but they don't want to double headline the Hall of Fame with The Rock. And so it was weird that maybe of the possibility the NWO was going to be inducted next year, because that seems like they would be focusing a lot this coming year after Mania on because they're going to be releasing the WCW versus WWE stuff, the Monday Night Wars on the network. So I feel maybe if Sting comes back in a certain role,
WWE.com.
yeah, there's gonna be some crazy promotion. Maybe even seeing some old WCW guys come back.
no.
I can't wait for Buff Bagwell versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh, but dude, you can rent him out for like $5,000 a night.
Exactly.
Come on,
that's
man.
what WWE are going to do.
I'd imagine
just-
Sting would be playing a kind of on-the-going role on television when he comes back. There's always those rumors of him becoming GM. I don't think that would work, but
That'd be really fucking random.
it would be cool if he kind of like watched over Solomon Crow or something. Oh,
Fuck.
That
Oh,
would
That
just
guy
make
that's
my-
never gonna show up.
God damn it!
The guy that's supposed to
Turn
debut,
a this off.
the guy that's supposed to debut, but he hasn't debuted yet.
He
It's
got a
Sting
new look.
Hannibal.
He got a
He's
new
gonna
look.
debut, guys, 6 months later.
Let's just wait. Just wait. Him and Kalisto are gonna make it, man.
Yeah, you've been saying that since December.
Okay, we need to fucking talk about this Triple H and Stephanie segment really quickly. I think this and the last segment we'll talk about before going to the predictions. What a fucking amazing segment. Triple H and Stephanie haven't been on this fucking level, I think, ever in their entire careers, in a standpoint of how much heat and how big of a heels they're playing on television. This, I believe, is their best heel work ever.
They're still
this is
heels.
my favorite part of the show for sure.
It has become far entertaining than I was ever expecting this to ever turn into. And I think it's just the fact... First of all, this was a very reality promo. And I say this because there was a lot of talking against the fans. It almost feels like they're trying to make this like the fans as a new character of the show. Like, the fans are a part of the show too. And so Triple H was just kind of, I don't know, shooting at the fans, saying that they're not consistent with any of their chants. That they're there just
called
for
them sheep.
Yeah, they're calling them sheep, calling them that they're just there for the moment. They're not there to support anybody. It was a really interesting, and I mean, he was getting some massive heat. People were chanting boring down his throat. And then they show this video. They show,
Oh my god.
which had to be the greatest video package WWE has ever produced in the longest fucking time. And I mean, the detail they put... I love the fact that they made Stephanie voiceover for this. I think it was the icing on the goddamn cake. Even though she sounded so out of it when she was talking it, like she was reading a fucking script and she woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. But I think her doing the voiceover on this was perfect. Everything that this was a burial video package. I'm done. I don't need anything else. This is it. I think if Triple H, if he looked so good, if he went over everybody, Bryan, Batista, and Orton, and he made himself the most villainous motherfucker in that company, and I mean people start throwing shit at him, and they absolutely hate his goddamn guts, I would be so happy with the fact that he wins at WrestleMania. But
yeah, that would be great.
Because I think they're kind of moving to this sort of, he could be bigger than Vince, even though that's really hard for people to take into consideration. But Triple H has really been showing that he could play on that level. Unbelievable. That's what I have to say about that entire segment. You guys could go talk your own shit. What are you going to say, Wesley or John?
The only thing I didn't like about that entire segment was saying it was the fans' fault that we didn't see an A-plus player in Fandango. And it was, well, as much as you want to say it's our fault, we kept doing the chant for like a solid 4-week period, and all you did was have him in meaningless segments.
Yeah.
No, clearly it was John's fault because he didn't make enough gifts.
Yeah, John. You fucking...
Damn it, John.
Yo, goddamn.
Not enough Fandango gifts.
You failed Fandango.
Go drown yourself in the harbor, John.
And the words when he said Fandango, there was only 2 words I could think of at that point in time. Zack Ryder.
Hey, but he go, Dave.
Yeah, no, it's right. But the thing is I'm going like, yeah, and the fans boosted Zack Ryder, and look where he's at. Well,
Yeah.
at least they're nice enough to put him in the damn Battle Royal. But the thing about it, I think actually, you know what added to that segment was Batista attempting to play to the crowd by wearing the Georgetown shirt, come and walk it out. And
isn't it?
because he was trying, you could tell he, God damn it, I'm supposed to be the good guy in this entire thing, and everything's gone wrong, you know. He tried to be the face promo, and it was like, thank God you're going to interrupt him with actually Randy of all people, but at least because he starts to flounder out there, and it was like, you know, this just makes even Triple H even look more strong. In my opinion.
The bad thing is, Batista's from Washington, and he didn't get the proper reception.
Wait, you guys think that Fandango got buried?
Yeah.
I really didn't think he got buried.
Well,
I think.
Think about what he said. It says right here. Triple H asked if
again.
Really quickly. Triple H asked if we remember how big that was, and when and says that we just threw him away. Triple H says Fandango is a quality talent, a solid B+, maybe an A player. He says the fans don't care and they just moved on. So I don't think that Triple H buried Fandango. I kind of think that he poked a flaw in the audience, and you could kind of say...
I think he promoted Fandango there. What we're saying is I think the WWE in and of itself buried Fandango.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was so smart. I think that was super smart.
Well, it was super smart to bury Fandango nearly a year ago because of this one Triple H promo.
Well, okay, here's the thing, and this is my take on it because we still don't know what's going to happen after Mania. And I've said it in the past, I'm probably going to be wrong about it. And I've said it very strong. The only reason why I say I'm going to be wrong about it now is because of some of the recent developments that I wasn't expecting, like Punk leaving.
You're a year late.
Triple H could take a bigger role in creative away from Vince. Because even Vince in the Forbes interview that he did, he says, or one of the interviews that he did recently, he says that he knows that WWE cannot be his vision for too much longer. The man's going on this. Do you remember that one?
I was going to say he said that at the shareholders.
Yes, and I think Vince knows that he's going on the 70. He knows that maybe he can't be doing this wrong, or he knows that his vision for what WWE needs to be is outdated. It's almost done. And I do believe that's on Vince's mind. When that's going to happen, I thought it was going to be this year. There's a good possibility that could either happen next year or even the year after. But Triple H calling in the reality era is a very key moment, because I definitely think we are now approaching into Triple H's reign in the WWE.
Oh, I think so too. The piece that you got to remember, Vince has had cancer. It came, but he thought it was in remission. It came back. It's now in remission again. He's seeing his own mortality now. He knows he has to pass the reins on, and that's what this entire transition thing is right now. Is the passing of torch finally. That's what I'm looking at. Whether it takes 2 years or not, I don't know, but it's coming.
On a creative standpoint, I think this is the passing of the torch. Not as CEO, because there's still a lot of speculation that Triple H or Stephanie McMahon can play off a better CEO than Vince McMahon. And there were even rumors of having some other the executives over there taking over as CEO, possibly. So I think in the CEO position, Vince could stay there for a little bit longer, but creatively and being there every week, I think it's coming to an end.
Just want to say that Vince approaching 70 makes me realise that Roger Waters is 70 years old, and that prick will go to Germany and wear a Nazi uniform.
Yeah, well, he's the man like that.
He is.
I have no
Okay.
idea what you're talking about, but I'm
Nazism.
just going to smile and nod.
Let's get into WrestleMania, everybody. This is our WrestleMania prediction.
Okay, let's skip the entirety of that last segment. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I think it was a perfect way. Brian looked over. I was kind of hoping for a bigger reaction from the Washington crowd.
That crowd was popping huge. What are you talking about?
It was dying near the end. It was nothing like the Seattle crowd, where everything was in harmony, and it was just
the reason why it was dying was because there were several segments of utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Like what? I thought that no disqualification match was pretty entertaining, just for the fact that Triple H and Stephanie were awesome on commentary.
Yeah, but the crowd doesn't hear that. The crowd just sees the match.
Yeah. No, it even looked like the crowd was getting into the match. I think that the sheer notion that Triple H, Batista, and Orton were out there, a lot of the casual fans were getting into that match. But yeah,
you can only stay above bullshit for so long before you just sink underneath it, Greg. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, oh man.
My shoes, they're ruined.
I firmly enjoyed that Raw. I thought that was
I thought some of it was good.
I thought that was a very
65% of it.
I thought that was a very strong Raw going into Mania. Highly entertaining. Something for all ages is something I would say.
That Raw fell flat for a go-home show. What are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, see, the point you have to remember is a go-home show.
The crowd was dead through half of it.
That's not
I mean, you know, they have to be as loud as they can the whole entire show. They have to be invested in the show. They can't be sitting there dead. That's
it's
the whole
Washington
point.
D.C. Why did they choose Washington D.C. to be the
Because Batista.
Raw before?
America.
Well,
Yeah, I think that was planned way ahead of time. I think because they thought Batista was going to be in the main event, they were going to get him over in the last crowd, and he was going to win. I honestly think Royal Rumble and Punk walking out were some of the biggest events that happened that really changed up the Mania card. You know, the biggest change that you could possibly even imagine. Yeah. But yeah, what else do you guys think? What was the last segment to you guys? What did you think? Going into it, hopes, what's happening with Brian Triple H?
Triple H wins, Triple H wins the title.
I am going to... I will make my prediction with the WrestleMania.
Yeah, we'll make the predictions.
That was my joke prediction. I just want to get it out of the way.
By the way, can we bring up the crap that was the Roddy Piper segment?
No.
Oh, you knew that was
Really?
You knew it was going to happen.
Really?
It usually happens.
The wasted Roddy Piper segment.
It usually happens.
Really?
Really?
Piper has been dying to get an opportunity to be on television or some sort of project with WWE. And this was a way to shut him up, essentially. Here, we're going to make a Piper segment.
Can we talk about that?
I see this possibly pushing to a WWE network show where Piper is involved in some sort of actual...
well, isn't he...
Although it was already speculated that Coach is going to...
Isn't he already in,
Legends House?
Yeah.
He's in Legends House, and that of course...
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be better. It's going to be better.
With ESPN, and then also doing now possibly an interview show on WWE Network too. So they kind of all.
Too bad they couldn't. They dropped all communications with Colt Cabana. What?
Shout out to the robot in the room.
Robot? Who's roboting? John, are you lagging? I was getting disconnected on my side too. Anyways, let's get into WrestleMania.
John Cena
where
Wyatt segment was good too.
Oh my god,
Completely
a lot of things.
over
This
that.
is a prediction show. We need to move on
Oh,
because we have some other things to talk about. Wesley, Raw was very good. Unlike some of you guys don't want to even admit it. But all right, we'll move on to
I
the
said Raw
WrestleMania.
was okay.
No, you said 65% of it was good.
That's still passing, Greg.
That's like a low D.
It is a low D.
Still passing.
That's an F in UK.
Alright.
Anyways, not talking
Fuck
about
your logic.
school grades. Let's get into our WrestleMania predictions. Starting match on the pre-show, which they announced tonight on Raw. The Usos will be defending their titles against the Real Americans Rybaxel and Los Matadores in a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Guys, starting with John, who do you think is going to win this pre-show matchup? On the 2-hour pre-show, mind you.
My 2-hour pre-show, on which of this match is going to take up 5 minutes of it. I think the Usos are going to win because the Real Americans split up. They're going to race a team split up on the pre-show. Yep.
The Real Americans?
Yeah, the Real Americans are going to split up so the Usos win.
The sad thing is, this match is on the pre-show. Why couldn't the Divas match be on the pre-show?
This is the free one, isn't it? On the
Because the Divas match is going to be on Total Divas. Like,
I don't care about Total Divas.
And they got dropped off last year's show. So that would just be rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Come on, Mike, be rude.
You're just stripping Emma from her WrestleMania
Come on.
moment, John. Mike.
Fuck Emma.
Oh my god, Death, get the fuck out of here.
You
Anyways.
Death.
Wesley.
Usos win. But I want to say something.
Yeah.
Why the hell is 3MB not in this fucking match?
I don't know.
Fuck
They're
the
in
Matadors.
the,
nobody cares.
They're in the Battle Royale.
Exactly. Switch them out then. Put 3MB in this match. Put the fucking Matadors in the Battle Royal.
You could have put El Torito in the Battle Royal.
Well, they're gonna job in either match, so it doesn't matter.
I don't care, but I'd rather have them in a match where they're actually gonna wrestle a little bit.
You could have had
and not just get thrown out.
You could have had Big Show and El Torito be the last remaining guys in Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and you could almost have El Torito win it.
That would have been hilarious. Because, you know, they do that shit.
No.
Hey, no. Mike, who do you think's gonna win?
Usos.
Usos? Alright. Jonesy.
I'm gonna go with Usos.
Usos, another one. Dave.
It just like predicted earlier, it's the Usos because they're going to end up pinning Swagger due to Cesaro screwing up a sneak attack or something like that.
Oh yeah. Ryback's is probably not going to even be like a... I don't know. Ryback's and Los Matadores seem like just filler.
It's such a good name.
Death.
Oos.
Oh.
Michael.
Hunter.
Usos are gonna retain.
Usos are gonna retain. And,
Greg.
Oh yeah. No, Ryan.
What did I say?
I knew I missed one.
Y'all say, oh.
So everybody picked Usos.
Oh.
I should just ask that at the beginning.
Michael.
Who doesn't pick
Michael.
the obvious fucking choice? Man, it's gonna be tough. I kind of just want to be a jackass and just pick some.
Pick
Usos. They just won it. I know they're gonna win it.
Yeah.
Okay. Going on to the actual show, we're gonna start off with. I'm guessing what's gonna start off the fucking pay-per-view. The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws representing the Authority. What a wild and crazy match this is gonna be.
Fucking Team Attitude Era versus Team Reality Era.
Yeah, this is the Arcs fucking show.
Needs blood.
This is our match. We're representing with the Shield.
Yeah.
Because the A starts.
The rep.
Okay. What, John? Starting with you.
I have my joke answer for this one. I have my real answer for this one.
All right.
My joke answer is Shield win thanks to 2 cool interference.
Gimme.
Turn it up.
My actual answer is Kane and New Age Outlaws win because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins turn on. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose turn on Roman Reigns.
Oh, so you think the turn's gonna happen at Mania?
Yeah, because fuck you, why should the babyface of the Shield be the babyface?
Alright. Wesley.
Why should the babyface of the Shield be the babyface?
Babyface Shield.
Babyface Shield, you know Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins has to be his babyface.
I'm gonna go with Team Reality Era, aka the Shield, because I want to see Roman Reigns punch Billy Gunn in the face really hard.
Give him a stroke.
Well, actually, no. I want to see him to punch. I want to see him punch Road Dogg in the face, like legitimately. Just
Billy, look at my ass!
I'm a stroke man.
I'm a stroke man.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, Mike.
I'm on the floor.
Mike, who's gonna win?
Kane and the Outlaws.
Kane and the Outlaws. Jonesy.
They're finally going to get their WrestleMania one of them.
Here, I got a way to really hurry this up. Well, we're gonna probably breeze through.
Thumbs
this.
up if you agree.
Okay, keep going. Just
Who
keep going.
Who wants Shield to win?
Wants Shield or predicts Shield?
Predict Shield.
Yeah.
Predict Shield.
Why are we doing it this? Why are we doing it this way?
It would just
So
be
that
so
we can
much
talk about...
fluid.
Because Greg wants to talk about New Japan for 10 hours.
Because Greg's
Yeah.
a dick.
I
Okay,
wanted to delay that as long
Jonesy.
as possible.
Okay, Jonesy. Who's gonna win?
Go.
John, shut up. I'm gonna go with the Shield.
The Shield. Dave.
I'm going with Kane and New Age Outlaws through a backstab.
Backstab. Man, a lot of you are picking something I wasn't gonna pick. Okay. Dave, or not Dave, Duff.
I'm gonna go with the Shield. But going off of the Stroke Man joke, Bret Hart's gonna come back and form a new tag team with Billy Gunn.
The Strokes.
The Stroke. God damn it.
Get
Billy
out.
Gunn is 4 years older than me, and I'm old.
Susie, no!
I'm a.
Ryan.
Stroke Man Hart.
God.
Ryan.
I lost my smile.
Shut up. Get
Ryan.
out. Just stop.
Oh, you didn't know?
Thumbs up.
You better call an ambulance.
And Hunter.
I got the Shield winning. Then they'll break them up next pay-per-view, I think.
Extreme Rules. Alright.
No, backlash.
Vicky Guerrero, Divas Championship Invitational. This is the 13, 14 Divas.
13.
One fall to a finish clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck.
And one fall to a finish. I can't wait. All 13 divas in the ring. It's gonna be
No
amazing.
disqualification.
A 14
Yeah,
Divas
well.
single fall match for the WWE Divas Championship. And it could be anybody.
AKA, we had nothing for you, so we're all throwing you into one match.
Somebody's taking home the butterfly, Michael!
I thought it was 13. Did they add Renee to this match?
No, it's 13.
They added Vicky.
I just said that.
They added Vicky. Vicky with the frog splash!
She fucking would.
From
Or the
bottom
hog
rope.
splash, whatever she calls it.
Fucking
Because
toad.
she's fat.
Tadpoles. Oh.
That's me.
Isn't that
She's
what they
a
call it?
cougar.
Isn't that they did in her main event match? So she has the hog splash? Because
I
she's a
don't know.
pig?
I don't remember. It was something
Can we have
stupid, I don't
Santina
remember.
come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
You stole my job.
Manella!
Wow, thank you. That was a little...
Santino gets too awkward around Emma, so he has to play Santino to make sure that Emma likes Santino. That would be amazing!
Oh my god.
That would
No.
be- that
What
would-
was that, 3? 3, 4?
That was WrestleMania 20.
When Santina was,
That was WrestleMania 25.
won the Divas Championship. I don't.
The Queen of WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was WrestleMania 25. That was the second match in the card. It was a 25 Diva Battle Royal, and it was over in 4 minutes.
That's impressive.
Oh man. Okay. Rest of you. Mike.
I didn't even predict.
Oh. John, go.
Wow, Greg. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
I predict that the greatest Diva of all time will win. That's right, guys.
Oh
Mm.
God.
It will not be the Fabulous Moolah. Okay.
No.
Is she not in the match?
She's too
Shit,
busy.
she is-
She's too busy organizing a child. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
It's cause she's
Fuck
dead.
that.
Not going there.
I honestly think that the winner of the match will be AJ Lee.
Oh,
Oh.
I hope so. Oh, we could talk about those rumors later.
No. AJ
Wesley.
Lee's riding CM Punk's dick.
Yeah.
Literally.
She's been doing that for like the past 6 months.
Breaking John Sheet news.
Wesley,
AJ Lee rides.
who's gonna win the Divas Interventional? I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. match?
Intervention.
Interventional? Nice.
Greg, I don't want to tell you this, but this is an intake.
Who did he say? Did he say me?
Yes, Wesley.
Interventional.
You.
Okay, I heard a Lee at the end of it, so I didn't know if it was me or Jonesy. Okay. You know what? My prediction for this is AJ Lee is going to win because Tamina's going to sacrifice herself.
Whoa.
So that
Fuck you.
AJ retains.
Okay. Mike.
I am going to go out on a limb here. And I'm going to... stop molesting your microphone.
Mike.
I am going to choose Alicia Fox.
Wow.
Yeah!
Well,
I wouldn't be mad. Actually, I probably would.
I said I was going out on a limb here.
Especially
I think I'd
after
only
her
accept
not
like
being-
2 people winning. No, probably 3.
that's
Especially
a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it'll pay off.
Especially after Alicia Fox's Northern Light suplex to a sandbag called Eva Marie on main event last week.
Jonesy, who's gonna win?
It's Mike.
I'm thinking Natalia.
My right wrist is gonna win.
Natalia throwing out a curveball. Dave, who do you think is gonna win?
That's right, ladies. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
think
I'm
it's going.
right-handed.
I think it's going to be Tamina.
Ooh.
And it's going to be.
Dang
it's
it, I was going to say that.
It's going to be AJ trying to pull the finger poke gut doom and Tamina saying no and taking her out.
That would be awesome. Holy shit, I did not think of that. Give me the finger poke of doom. Oh, that would be awesome. Duff.
Alright, so first off, everyone get your Brazzers logos ready. Because with this being WrestleMania XXX, and this being an all divas match, it's going to be very, very dirty.
Oh, my right hand's going to work.
My pick to win that match will be Tamina.
Tamina. Ryan.
She wins by not being in her brown panties, right?
Melina.
Alright. Hunter.
Sure.
Tamina.
Tamina.
Is
pretty
Christy Mack
obvious.
going to do a run-in, or?
I would be happy for Emma or...
Christy Kami's gonna win because Sam Shaw interferes.
I'd be
Come on,
happy
dude.
for Emma or Naomi winning.
I actually think it could.
Boo.
But
I actually
I
think
want
the
my
second
agent.
choice. I
What's
think
up?
my second choice is actually Rosa, unfortunately.
Oh, come on, Dave. Straighten up.
Also, Strike's pick is Eva Marie.
Can China make a run in?
I'm gonna pick Eva Marie. She's the best.
She wore her tampon on Raw.
That was totally an accident.
So I would be happy for Naomi or Emma winning. I think Emma would, if she won, it would just be a big surprise.
Naomi with her clown lipstick.
Naomi would be something I would, you know, it makes sense, and Naomi's athletic and deserves a push.
Oh,
And she's got a nice
Push
ass.
off. No, the only thing the only kind of push she deserves is a push off a cliff.
there you go.
Whoa, Mike.
I'm with
Nice.
Mike on this.
You don't
I'm Team Mike on this, alright.
make sure you're not
This is the
thinking
only
about
time
fucking
I'll do it,
Cameron
Mike.
for a second.
I'm not.
Why? What,
Why don't you like
what does that
Naomi?
have anything to
She's
do with
athletic.
that?
How do you guys not like Naomi?
She's fucking
She's
annoying,
ugly.
dude.
What are you talking about?
Because she's
Is
black. Stop being racist.
Wow.
She's
Who
a
even
good
said
athlete.
that
I'm
about
about black.
She's
Who's
better than
Who's
white
being
athletes.
me in this pool right now?
How many
Anyways,
other divas can do a split leg
She's the butt
moonsault?
bop is a fucking move.
I'm gonna predict AJ wins just for the fuck of it. Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial.
Wait, hold on. Hunter says she can do a split leg and moonsault. Oh
Yeah.
god. Okay, Eve Torres did a moonsault off the top rope.
Okay.
Whoa. Look out now.
Oh my
Moonsault.
god, Mike, you're gonna
Split
regret
leg is
everything you're
way-
saying
way
right now.
more
Just
tough than a
everybody
moonsault.
remember Mike shitting on Naomi and Wes too, because
Oh,
I think she's
yeah,
gonna
they
be.
villainize me. Yeah.
Just
Because
you
I
don't
think
like
Naomi's gonna be one of the
black women.
biggest
It's okay, guys.
divas
Wait.
that W's gonna have.
Wait, How are we able to see it when it's going to blend in with her skin?
Oh,
Wow.
wow. All right, we're
Hunter's
done with...
making this,
Okay.
Hunter's making this about race.
Let's move on.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
If Naomi can do a split-legged moonsault, that means she can climb the Empire State Building like her granddaddy.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
God
damn it.
Why you think that's funny?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Arc of Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Greg.
I'm not paying attention what's going on.
Got
And
some
this is the
people
trainer.
members in here.
Say anything.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Let's move on. Who's gonna win this one? Big Show's
Show.
being the big fan favorite for this one. At least that's what WWE's been pushing down our throats. There's still currently three, four spots left in the actual Rumble. So maybe that's going to be filled with some surprises, maybe a possible RVD, because there has been news of him returning very, very soon, possibly to have a big match at SummerSlam, possibly.
Actually, there's 4 slots still open.
3.
It's 3.
Who's the 27th? Who recently
Brad
joined?
Maddox.
Yeah.
So,
Brad Maddox tweeted that he was going to be in the match.
I don't pay attention to Brad Maddox.
Hey,
tweets.
Brad Maddox is sexy, and you better fucking
Wow.
keep an eye
Wow.
on him.
Greg making people's looks. What an asshole, right?
Alright, starting with John. Who's going to win the Memorial Battle Royal?
Well, I think the person who's going to win the Memorial Battle Royal, and this is obviously my joke answer, greatest wrestler of all time.
Spotted.
John, who's going to win the Memorial Battle Royal?
My joke answer is Brad Maddox. My real answer is Mark Henry.
Alright.
Black Andre has to win it.
Wesley.
Joke answer, obviously, Zack Ryder. Woo, you know it. My real answer is probably Big Show or Biggie Langston. One of those two, probably, because they're both big.
Zack Ryder was looking less like Tommy Dreamer tonight. That's
Yeah, because he's actually
a good
lost
sign.
weight. And I am so sick and tired of like him not being pushed better. I like Zack Ryder.
He just needs a gimmick
he
change.
doesn't
I
have
think.
a gimmick anymore.
I
think he
love
finds his
the fact
gimmick and
that
shit on it constantly.
his gimmick's very. It's tough to say, but like his gimmick's very mid card. I don't see him holding big titles. I see him holding, the U.S. title for a couple months and then dropping it to a better heel.
Stream.
I think a gimmick change. I think a lot of people need some gimmick change, and I think that's going to happen after WrestleMania. I heard something about people getting.
What did you do?
What?
Don't worry. Just keep going.
I'm waiting for it to load.
Wing, what for to load?
That's just...
Just keep going, Greg. Just keep going.
Anyway, my prediction.
Okay, go.
My joke prediction is Jinder Mahal.
Jinder
Dude,
Mahal.
don't hinder Jinder.
My real prediction is Dolph Ziggler.
Ooh,
Really?
Yes,
That would
really.
be. That would
No,
be.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Brian.
Brian.
Yes.
I'm Brian.
What's he doing on the stream?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Gotta go check
Keep
this
going.
out.
Why are you all
Yeah,
sitting-
Jonesy, go.
The ghost of Andre.
The ghost of Andre. Alright,
No,
Who's granddaddy?
it's gonna probably be Big Show.
Jesus Christ, what you fucking doing? The fuck is this shit? Okay, Dave, what do you think is gonna win the Memorial Battle Royal?
I am predicting somebody who's not on that list yet.
Ooh, really? Even after all the pushing?
Alexander Rusev.
Oh,
And Kaufman.
you think he'll be announced on SmackDown? I hope he does.
I just have a feeling that that all that promo and crap, this would be the best way to get him over, is all of a sudden pop him in there and have him win it.
Very, very smart idea. You just made me think about that, because I completely forgot about Alex, and he was even on tonight's show, too. I think he was on last week.
I have a new pick.
What?
Bo Dallas.
Oh my god.
Get out. Get out.
Hey, Dev, who's gonna win?
I am.
Alright, Dev is going over.
To it. But I'm just throwing this out there. This is a little theory I do have.
What?
What if Drew McIntyre breaks away from 3MB and wins it?
Oh.
I hope if he comes back with his original music.
You shut
The Broken Dreams theme was bloody fucking amazing.
I was always a fan of McIntyre.
Who was
Out
it?
of time, so say goodbye.
His Chosen run was just so fucking awesome. Who's next? Ryan, if you're still there.
Big Show.
Big Show? Hunter?
Hunter.
Good talk, Hunter.
I'm gonna pick for Hunter. Hunter picks, hang on, I've got to do it like Hunter. I'm gonna pick, Greg Carly. He got abs on him.
Okay, well, my pick is probably Big Show. It seems like a move that they're doing. If the rumors are true that they want to make this an annual event, an annual match, because they need filler matches like this, and why just constantly create bullshit when you can just have something, a trophy that can get you a match at SummerSlam possibly, or could, I don't know, push you somewhere off a cliff maybe. But if they're gonna do this annually, I think it would be a smart idea to go with Big Show. Big Show is just, you know, a lot when people think Big Show, they think Andre the Giant. I don't know. But it would be a nice person to start this annual event with.
Can I interrupt you and say what will we all do when Miz wins and continues his undefeated streak at WrestleMania?
Oh.
We're gonna fucking scream. We're gonna scream at the world.
Does it count? But no, he's undefeated. He's undefeated in single matches. That's what he's
undefeated full stop. He's undefeated full stop at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but he'll turn into like singles match. You know what I mean?
But he's undefeated. Technically, he'll still be undefeated at the event.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll still be.
Anyways, let's go into the next match. A match that surprisingly, the guy who's supposedly the biggest man in the company isn't in the fucking main event. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt.
Fucking finally.
Amazing, awesome build-up. Their segment on Raw tonight was awesome. One of the most creative things Cena's done.
Yeah.
Mike even said it in chat when it happened. I thought it was awesome. He kind of just appeared with the sheep's mask, and no one knew who the fuck he was. I kind of think that's probably hinting at another person joining the Wyatt family, maybe after SummerSlam. To extend the stable. I hope so.
Nope.
But guys, John Cena, Bray Wyatt, who's going to win? John, starting with you, go.
The only person that's going to win in this match is going to be the writing staff.
The fucking fans?
No, the writing staff. Because after Bray Wyatt loses to John Cena at WrestleMania, they now have to try and rebuild Bray Wyatt. Yeah, I'm picking John Cena's going to win.
Alright. Wesley.
I think, contrary to John's beliefs, the Bray Wyatt is going to win, because that would put so much power into the hands of Bray Wyatt. It's just, he took out the golden boy, the freaking pinnacle of hope and faith in the WWE, and just smashed it and just beat it to a bloody pulp. And he finally he takes that rightful place as the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt.
I mean, I do want Bray Wyatt to win.
Oh,
I just don't have faith in WWE to make to just go, well, Cena can lose.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do what the fans want, and that's have Wyatt win and that guy named Daniel Bryan win on the same night. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
I want it to happen, but it probably won't.
Alright, Mike, who's gonna win?
John Cena.
Alright.
You honestly think that Wyatt's gonna win this or the feud? No.
We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. Dave, who do you think's gonna win?
Bray Wyatt, and they will try to turn John Cena into the fourth member of the Wyatt family.
They won't do what they did to Daniel Bryan.
I
It's not
hope.
gonna happen.
Okay, I'll get to it when we go. Death, who's gonna win?
Bray Wyatt in another sad attempt to tease a John Cena heel turn.
Alright. Ryan, who's gonna win?
Bray Wyatt.
How about you play your little game too since you're streaming? Just sitting there. You lazy piece of shit. Typing stupid shit on the screen.
That's not nice, Greg.
I don't give a shit if it's nice. Hey, Hunter, are you still there? No, Hunter's missing from the call.
He's enjoying a sponge bath with Chris Benoit.
Oh yeah, I already asked Jonesy.
You didn't fucking ask me.
I didn't?
No.
Wow, good job.
Hey,
Greg.
Jonesy! Who's gonna win?
Yes, Greg. What would you like to know?
Who's gonna win? John Cena, Bray Wyatt.
Who's gonna win? Bad luck, favorite one. Kazuchika Okada.
We're not getting to that one yet.
Go away.
I'll go with Cena, I guess. I want Bray. I was gonna say Bryant. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm going with Cena.
I am gonna go with Wyatt. For the fact that I think they're gonna give Cena maybe a month off. Because just for injury. Nothing too long. And I think it's just I think it needs to be the icing on the cake for Wyatt before he loses to anybody meaningful. I don't know. It seems it's going the way for Wyatt to win, and I don't think Cena is gonna lose anything for losing to Bray. I think he'll be very safe losing to Bray, and the WWE can easily write their way out of it too. Anyways, moving on to the next match, Undertaker, Lesnar. Guys, streak is online, 21-0. Are we going 21-1 or are we going 22? 22.
22.
I was
John,
gonna make a
starting
Taylor
with
Swift
you.
reference, and I was like, nope.
John, go.
I have an interesting concept. What if their streak goes 21-1-0?
Oh my
And the
god.
match ends in a no contest. Because CM Punk comes back and kills everyone.
God.
Oh my god. John, stop teasing me.
I actually like
Tired
this
of it.
idea. And that's my actual pick.
Oh my god. Wesley.
Fuck it, I go with John's pick.
Oh my god, both of you should just go away. Mike.
Undertaker.
Undertaker. Jonesy.
Jonesy pick.
I was muted. Sorry.
Good idea,
I'm going with
Jonesy.
Taker.
Taker. Dave?
Oh, you cannot have The Undertaker lose when I, Paul Bearer, will be in the Hall of Fame.
That's true, I completely forgot Paul Bearer is going in. Of course, Taker's gonna win this. Death.
Once again, get your Brazzers logos ready. Because you remember when Taker asked Lesnar if he wants to do it. You want to do it? It's gonna turn
Not
into
that kind of do it.
it's gonna turn into a down and dirty old school spit swapping makeout match.
See, Undertaker has practice because he's made out of Michelle McCall. He's just like a fish and just keeps going and going and going.
Whoa.
There goes the second fish reference.
Do we need to go back to Fish again?
Yeah.
You what?
Hey Ryan, who's gonna win?
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker? Yeah, Taker's gonna win. I just hope he doesn't walk out on a stretcher. Just, leave him.
Walk out on the stretcher.
I mean, leave on it.
Walk on the stretcher.
He's gonna play the floor is lava with a bunch of.
Well, he walks the ropes. He'll just walk the stretcher back.
Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The winner gets put into the main event match at WrestleMania to make it a triple threat against Orton and Batista. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Guys, this is it. This is what all the build-up's been for since SummerSlam of last year. We're finally getting it. WrestleMania. Hype, no hype, who's gonna win?
Shut
Shut the fuck up, Mike! Alright.
No, Mike, it's lethal lockdown. Come on.
John, starting with you. Daniel Bryan, Triple H, who's gonna win? Now.
No contest.
Yelling.
God damn it.
No contest. Fatal 4-way match for the main event.
Now you're just doing Russo pigs.
No one wins. It's Orton versus Batista.
Penguins win.
But seriously, the person who's going to win is Daniel Bryan. There is no way you have Triple H win this match.
Yeah, it's gone too much on Bryan's side that if they even had Triple H get in there, the crowd would turn.
The crowd would leave.
Yeah. Wesley, what'd you think?
Well, after somebody stops fiddling.
Yes, what'd you think of the match?
Oh, it was great.
It was very good.
It was very good. On the like solemn point that this is a regular match and not like a non-disqualification match, Daniel Bryan's gonna win.
By disqualification.
No disqualification.
By disqualification.
You're disqualified.
Your
Then
face
Triple
is
H is gonna push
disqualified.
shit in.
Alright,
Stephanie's gonna
Mike.
make out with Daniel Bryan.
Oh my god.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan. Bleep bloop.
Alright,
Daniel
Mike.
Bryan.
Did you get it?
Daniel Bryan.
Bryan.
Daniel
You said
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan
Okay.
like 4 times now.
Dave.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan wins when Stephanie interferes and causes Triple H to get DQ'd.
Ooh.
Ball shot.
That would be...
To the dick.
That would
And
make
then the
sense
power
if they
struggle
wanted...
begins.
Yeah, that would make sense if they wanted Vince back.
And the reason I say that is because of tonight, because when Triple H was sitting there on commentary and says, I'm sitting here looking at my empire, and Stephanie says, don't you mean our empire? I think that was the key.
Oh.
Hour.
Very nice pointing out. Dev.
Y'all new empire.
Alright, well, part of me wants Triple H to win this so I can just laugh at the internet for the rest of the night. But I'm going to say Daniel Bryan.
Because you supported Triple H and your original pitch is the last of the internet, you're gone from the Arc of Wrestling podcast.
Yeah, fucking go away.
It's like Survivor, we just throws you off.
Ryan.
You're gone.
I'll still laugh at your asses.
I really want Triple H to win just so all the smarks start crying, but Daniel Bryan's gonna win.
You two are banned from the Arc of Wrestling podcast.
Fuck
Oh.
John.
Well, that's 2 slots.
Like, I don't really care. I would actually want to see a mega heel Triple H reign as a world title again.
As the
After-
world title?
Yes.
After that video package,
I am the title
it would
and I
be
want
highly
to play.
entertaining. Jonesy, who's gonna win?
Bow down to the title.
Jonesy, who's gonna win?
I'm gonna go with... Shut up. I'm going with Daniel Bryan.
All right.
Daniel Bryan.
So
Daniel.
from your picks, who you guys pick? Who's gonna win the triple threat match in the main event at WrestleMania?
It's gonna be a quadruple threat match.
Oh,
Oh, I picked Daniel
Before
Bryan.
triple threat matches?
Triple threat matches.
No, there's a triple threat. Oh, John, pick your triple threat prediction now. God damn it!
Okay, it's a fatal four-way. Choose your winner.
No, sorry. Big Fish said quadruple triple threat. It's like, what?
Oh my god,
I said
dude.
quadruple threat.
I'm going to pick Black Dirty Heel Batista winning.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, the dirty heel.
Dude, he's so... Jesus.
Wesley.
Batista goes over.
What a dirty heel.
I pick Jesus of the Squared Circle, Daniel Bryan.
Mike?
Daniel Orton, Brian Batista.
Daniel Orton, Brian Batista.
Is that their fucking love child or something?
Is that over to Mastodon?
They did
Yes.
fusion.
Get
They all merged.
Get the Bright Brave Brothers League
They
go
all
up
see
that
it's
match.
the one.
It's like a giant Pokemon. They all evolved into each other.
Alright,
The new Digimon.
Jonesy, go.
They did evolve.
At this point, if Bryan doesn't win, they're just gonna shit on the whole WrestleMania. So I'm going with Bryan.
Yeah. Dave.
WrestleMania.
It's going to be Bryan. But somehow it's going to be a situation where Batista could contest it, so he will not be the one that's pinned. It'll be Orton that's pinned.
Well, Orton would still have a rematch. Depending.
Well, he would have a rematch, but then for the bigger pay-per-view, though, it'll be Batista versus Bryan.
Oh, okay. Death.
Well, I'm gonna go with Batista because fuck John, and I'm gonna laugh at the internet all goddamn night because I can.
I thought Batista would win as well.
Going with your statement earlier, jackass.
But
We'll be jackass.
it has
Jackass!
spirited.
Badass.
Whoa.
Ryan, pick.
Well, the dirt sheets are saying they're trying to bring back some big names to WrestleMania this year
Oh, God.
to play part as it. So,
Include Satan.
no. Go down.
Yes,
So,
I can't die.
during the main event, Triple H is gonna interfere, and then Brian's gonna be down, and then out of nowhere you hear glass shatter, and then Stone Cold comes down, and he hits everyone with a chair, and then
It's not no D.
hits Batista. He hits Batista with the chair, and then he covers Batista with Brian.
Greg?
Oh,
Greg?
God.
Triple threats in every kill.
Yeah.
Yep. Then he goes to go beat
Oh,
Deborah.
yeah, that's right.
You fucking idiot. What do you think this is? TNA?
Stupid quote.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
I think Brian's just gonna walk out of Mania as champion. At this point, there's too much to risk for that not to
Stone
happen.
Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
Or he's just gonna walk out this screw it, I'm done.
Yeah, he follows Punk and then he goes and wrestles for ICW.
He's gonna walk out on the stage, flip the crowd off, and just leave.
So there was our WrestleMania prediction show. I hope you guys were able to sit through that. Let's talk about.
Hold on, time out, real fast. Also, if Papa Shango doesn't show up, I'll be sorely disappointed because they're in New Orleans. He's a fucking voodoo guy. Fucking do it.
Oh my God.
They're going to have the backstage thing where you're going to see Ron Simmons do a damn, and you're going to see all those other people, all the older wrestlers there. They're talking about I think one of the rumors was Iron Sheik showing up. There's all sorts of different things that they're going to be doing in the backstage segments between stuff.
Yeah, so watch it on the WWE Network.
I was
I
just...
had a question.
Totally worth it.
I'm
I
going...
have a question. Is Kamala without his legs going to be there?
Fuck off.
He's
Why is he
gonna
responding?
be nobody around.
But guys, look out for in the Divas Invitational match. Don't forget to watch out for the Fabulous Moolah and fuck, I can't remember his name. He died and I can't remember her name.
New Japan Pro Wrestling
remember
Invasion
Big
Attack
Young,
2014.
Wow.
New
Can't
Japan
wait
Pro
for
Wrestling
Papa Shango to release
Invasion.
their spirit.
New Japan Pro
No one
Wrestling.
cares about the happy stuff.
New Japan
WrestleMania.
Pro Wrestling Invasion Attack 2014. Besides of going through it like a regular
Shut up,
prediction, because that would be
smart.
really fucking boring as fuck. I'm gonna go over the card, tell you guys what interesting matches are gonna be on here, because there is some really interesting matches.
Bad Fale wins everything.
Same day as WrestleMania. I think it airs like 12 o'clock a.m. Pacific time.
8 a.m.
That's too much wrestling. I'm not gonna watch it.
3 a.m.
Nope.
3 a.m. Eastern time. Here's the card for you guys. Starting first, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Title match. The Young Bucks versus El Desperado and Kota Ibushi will be opening the show.
Desperado.
Spoilers, the Young Bucks win.
6-man tag team match.
The Young Bucks are gonna super kick everybody.
6-man tag team match. Kazushi Sakuraba, Toji Makabe, and Togi, sorry. And Yuji Nagata versus Suzuki Gun, Minoru Suzuki, Tachi,
Minoru,
and Taka Michinoku. NWA World Tag Team Title match. Jack Dane versus Rob Conway versus
Rob Conway.
You're an idiot.
I'm trying to read through this as quickly as possible.
How about we get somebody who's not illiterate to read it?
Shut the fuck up. Tenkoji, Hiroshi Tenzan, and Satoshi Kojima.
Hiroyoshi, not Hiroshi.
Satoshi.
Oh, Harol.
Pro Wrestling versus Jiu-Jitsu, and this is John's favorite match. Mixed martial arts match. Chaos, Takashi Iizuka, I think I said that right, and Toru Yano versus Daniel Gracie and Rolls Gracie.
Why?
Gonna win.
Singles match. This is
not watch Invasion Attack with you.
This is the biggest match because this is a loser leaves town match. Meaning, if one of these guys loses, they're done essentially.
Can't wait for
you'll leave town right now.
Done
They're buried.
Prince
Triple H
Devitt.
booked the match.
Prince Devitt versus Raisuke Taguchi.
Prince Devitt wins. Pisses on the fucking mat.
Ryusuke.
No, it's Raisuke. Something like that. Tag team match. Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, and Tamatongo versus Chaos, Kazuchika Okada, and Yoshihashi.
Bad Luck Fale wins everything.
Chaos wins.
Another fucking... I think this is their third match. Never openweight title match. Tomohiro Ishii versus Tetsuya Naito.
Match of the night.
Isn't this just rematch the
This is their third match. They've already had two.
Same fucking matches.
Yeah, well, okay, let's talk about the main event.
Hold on. IWGP Tag Team Title match. Bullet Club, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson versus Hiroki Goto and Katsuyori Shibata.
Shibata and Goto win.
They won't take the tag club.
Yeah,
they won't take the belts off the Bullet Club yet.
Especially if they get rid of it. And IWGP Intercontinental Title match rematch from their almost 5-star match from Wrestle Kingdom 8. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Jirachi loses.
I hope the swag guy loses so everyone on Woo cries.
Yeah, that guy's a...
Well, if Nakamura loses, he would probably have to go after Okada at this point. You would have to think.
Okada's now feuding with
because they're trying to push Bad Luck Fale right now.
Tag titles.
So yeah, that's New Japan. Remember to check that out before very early in the morning on Sunday.
The belt till like the next 3 years.
Alright, thank you for listening to the Arc of Wrestling podcast. I've been your host, John.
John, shut the fuck up. Some news really quickly before we go to the Pon Flop and Botches. CM Punk and AJV engagement. Can you please shut the fuck up? CM Punk, the faster we could get through this without interruptions, the faster we could just be over with the podcast.
Who's CM Punk?
Wow, Greg.
There have been rumors on social media all week, and AJ Lee and CM Punk were engaged. It's still unconfirmed, but looks like to be true, as AJ has been sporting new ring on her finger at Raw tonight.
Engaged to fuck.
It's a mood ring, guys.
There is a ring on the fucking hand that it's supposed to be on, so take that news
If it turns blue, she's happy.
CM Punk's finally got a new hood ornament to permanently be on his dick.
Oh, fucking.
And before he cheats on AJ in 3 years.
With Tracy Brooks.
TMZ reports that rapper Whale punched a heckler in the face at tonight's WWE Raw in Washington,
I thought it was
DC.
Wale.
Is it Wale? I just W-A-L-E.
Right.
Disney Pixar's Wally.
Wally.
Wally. Eva.
The story is that Whale was sitting right behind the announcers and was watching the show when a fan seated nearby began taunting him. This led to Whale punching the man in the face, and the two started fighting. Security rushed and broke up the fight, taking everyone involved out to the hallway. A few minutes later, Whale and the fan returned to their seats. Who picks a fight at a fucking wrestling event? These
Fucking
days?
idiots, that's who.
Smarks.
This is not the fucking 80s anymore.
Of course it is.
Well, breaking news: a robot punched a fan in the face.
Wally.
Wally.
Breaking John Cena.
Eva.
Breaking John Cena news. Fan versus Wally has been confirmed to WrestleMania 30 in that 60-minute Iron Man match.
Wouldn't the robot be destroyed at the end like 20 minutes?
Oh.
And as for the news for Devitt, we'll see what happens in the next month. If he loses his match this coming Sunday, and he leaves New Japan and breaks up with Bullet Club, he just won the 0G title in ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling. That doesn't mean that he could hold it for a long time. You know, he could lose it in a month or so, and then join the WWE before the summer.
Please go to TNA, Michael.
So we'll see what's up with Devitt in the next month.
TNA,
I don't think we'll
TNA.
I don't think we'll figure out where Devitt's going until May.
Bullet Club's coming to TNA.
Good ROH.
Even if he is going anywhere. So we'll see. Now that all that news is out, let's just go with Pop, Flop, and Botch and the podcast. John, starting with you, what's your Pop, Flop, and Botch?
What's your poop? What's your flute? And what's your booch?
Goes to the discovery that Naomi's great-grandfather was Pan King Kong.
What?
Wow.
You won't
Wow.
Mate?
Wow, John.
Run that by me again?
You're a piece of shit.
My flop goes to apparently 90% of his podcast crew for not listening to the voice joke I've ever done.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
I know, you can't understand his fucking accent. It pisses me the fuck off.
Say it again slowly for the fucking slow kids, John.
Okay. My flop goes to 90%.
Slower.
My flop goes to 90%.
I can't understand your accent.
Can you stop interrupting the man? Jesus Christ, we're trying to get something done.
My flop goes to 90% of the podcast group for not hearing the worst joke I've ever done.
And no one cared. Alright, Mike.
Or the one who did ignored it.
I got you, John.
And my botch goes to bloody New Japan Pro Wrestling.
It sucks.
Fuck you, John.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Go suck Wesley's dick more and just do what he does all the time. Hey Wesley, let's go talk in the corner, bro. Alright, Wesley. Pom Pom Bots, go.
Never did it again.
Please. It's a mutual motivation.
Wesley, go.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Wesley, go. Wesley, go.
Welcome to the sex hotline. For blowjobs, press 1.
Was that Hunter beating up another woman?
Don't be
Alright,
women.
my
Don't bang
pop
them.
this week goes to...
Please me.
What?
Beat down, bro.
Your pop goes
We have
to...
gone full retard.
Your pop goes to Romantic Touch.
Oh. Yeah, it does. My pop goes to PWG All-Star fucking Weekend 2013. I watched that. And I watched some of GDT fucking 14, I think is what it was.
4.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. 4. That was really good, and I enjoyed it. I like the combination of the Young Bucks, Kevin Steen, and Adam Cole. They're
You do
awesome.
with Candice LeRae.
Oh, Candice LeRae, she was another fucking bright spot in that. It was fantastic. Shout out to indie wrestling, seriously.
Is she PWG's
Indie wrestling's the
number one
worst.
face? Fuck you. Is Candice LeRae PWG's number 1 face at this point?
Probably. Also, Chuck Taylor is the man.
Grenade.
Let's see, my flop goes to... Fuck it, dude. NJPW Invasion Attack 2014 for having like 5 of the same matches.
Spoilers. Asians win.
Oh
If it
man,
ain't broke, ching chong, ding dong.
I might actually stay up and watch that show.
if I didn't have to go to work, I'd watch it. But you know,
But Mike, you're like 40. That 3 a.m. is like you're too much for you.
It's your bedtime already, Mike. Go to sleep.
Fat
It
ass.
is my bedtime.
God damn
You
it.
need to get up early so you can go to Old People Buffet.
Yeah,
You can get the early bird special.
What is this, Denny's?
My botch goes to the internet for that whole Stephen Colbert bullshit. Learn to take a fucking joke.
Is this show canceled yet?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Oh.
Go. Pablo Botch, Mike. Go. Pablo Botch, Mike. Go.
Will you let me go? My pop, I have 2 pops. My pop goes to opening day. It is finally baseball season.
Ew.
Yeah, baseball.
My second pop goes to this weekend's wrestling because there's a lot of it. And we'll only be able to see one show because, LOL, nobody shows the pay-per-views anywhere. My flop, let's see. My flop goes to you retards. Just cause.
Why, Mike? I didn't do anything.
Not yet. No, my flop goes to Hunter for being at the gym last week during wrestling night.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Not everyone wants to be
You need to
fat
calm
like
your
you, Mike.
floppy tits, Mike.
Oh, I'm so enraged.
Alright,
And-
oh.
And my botch goes to Greg for trying to rush the show because he acts like he's got somewhere to be.
What?
Greg's trying to act like he has friends.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What a loser.
Greg
What'd you
just
say?
needs to run-
You're a loser.
What do you say, Mike?
No, I didn't hear what Mike said. What'd you say, Mike?
Called you a faggot.
No, I want Mike to repeat himself. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading something.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, and you can just listen to the podcast. and
Mike.
The Art of Wrestling
Yeah,
YouTube.
why aren't you listening to the podcast?
Mike.
Why don't you also visit
Mike.
www.wrestling-gifford.tumblr.com?
God damn it,
died.
Mike! What do you fucking say? What do you... God damn it. Okay,
Greg,
He
you're
basically
obviously
called you a
eating right
loser
now.
who has no friends.
Piss me the goddamn off. Oh, okay, Jonesy, go.
This is the end of the Art of Wrestling podcast.
So we lost Mike. Rip Mike.
I think we did.
My pop.
Hashtag Mike.
My pops.
Still
my
here.
pop goes-
Mike!
What?
Stupid, what'd you say?
I told you what I said.
What'd you say?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I
He
said,
said
You
something.
did.
You said
I said-
nothing. You were completely quiet.
what were you asking? What were you asking me?
So
What'd you say?
What?
You said something about me, and then I was like, "What'd you say, Mike?" And then you said nothing.
I went on mute
What'd you
for a
say to my
minute.
face?
I said my botch goes to you for trying to rush the show.
Watch
You're
what
trying
show?
to act like you have friends.
Craig wanted a really in-depth discussion about Invasion Attack, and he realizes that
Okay.
2 people care.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I'm
So,
sorry.
how
I'm trying to
about
bring some
Japan?
fucking variety to a wrestling show. I think we've had this argument before, and I'm not gonna have it again.
We should start calling ourselves the Arc of WWE because that's all people watching here.
And now
Exactly.
I will rush the show. Who's next?
Whoa.
I think it was
Some of us
supposed to
are
be
awake,
me.
too, thank
I'm
you.
going to rush the show even more. Thank you for coming to the Art of Wrestling podcast.
We're not done.
It's been,
Can I go?
Yes, Jonesy, go.
It's been good having you.
Okay, bye.
Basically,
Shut up.
Jonesy, go.
Shut up. My pop to WrestleMania. I'm trying to remain optimistic about it. My flop goes to.
this is Art www.archwrestling.com.
John, shut up.
Goes to John because fuck him. And my botch.
MMA legend.
MMA legend, John.
No, hurry up, seriously. Dave's gonna go upstairs. Go.
I was trying. My botch goes to this whole podcast.
Woo! That's podcast.
Alright, Dave, sorry to hold you up, sir.
I've got 3 pops, and I'll do them fast because, frankly, I'd like to get some sleep before watching some New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hell, you.
At
least Dave knows what's up. Jesus Christ.
Pop Triple H for that promo and bringing out the potential of changing eras to the reality era. I like that idea. I think that's a good plan as long as they work with it. Second pop is to BuzzFeed's Mike T. Chin, who took it upon himself to rate every single WrestleMania match ever in order, which, by God, that takes a lot of work, and
that was a great article. I read through that. I don't agree with a couple of some of his choices where he put some of the matches, especially when we got the last one. He picked Savage Warrior, and maybe I just need to go back and watch that over again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Third pop, because I actually like the comic team.
Your mic's really low.
Yeah, get closer to your mic or something.
Okay. Sometimes it cuts out a little bit. But third is EC3 and Spud.
Yes.
As a comedy duo. I think that actually went over really well.
I'm guessing you saw their Forest stuff.
Yeah, that was too funny. The flop is Christian for getting another concussion.
Oh, man.
And my botch is to Del Rio for causing that concussion. And to my buddy Squall Muzza, who can't seem to find a damn schedule so we can get that Fire Pro Wrestling show up and going in time. So yeah, that's my time.
Yes, definitely. Duff, go.
All right, I have 2 pops, 1 flop, and 2 botches. First pop. Shut up. My first pop goes to Triple H's promos for the last couple of weeks, bearing the internet because fuck you, IWC. The second,
even though you're a part of it, so
you do realize you're a part of it.
Fuck you, Hunter. Fuck you, Mike. Second pop.
No. If you talk on Twitter, in your
you're basically telling yourself to report yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I'm not as smarky as most of the internet is.
But you're on a podcast. That's the smarkiest you can fucking get.
But I don't fucking get butthurt at every little fucking thing. That's my point.
No, being part of
second goddamn pop, Greg.
All right,
goes to John Cena's little Wyatt stunt earlier tonight. Flop goes to Mike's fat ass, just because.
Fucking fat ass. Stop eating McDonald's, Mike, you piece of shit.
Botch goes to working dayside at Target because I fucking hate people. And botch number 2 goes to Greg.
Are you a people person?
What you say?
No, I am not.
Pretty obvious.
Having worked Target twice, I'd have to agree with that one.
Ryan.
My pop has to go to absolutely nothing.
Awesome. It's your fault.
My flop goes to me not being able to see the Triple H promo.
Missed it. Watch it. It's funny.
And my botch goes to Christian for apparently getting fake kicked in the back of the head and getting a concussion.
Put a blue dot over that face. Okay.
The whiplash of having to sell that gave him a concussion.
Hunter.
The air gave him a concussion.
Pop up and butch.
Okay. My pop is for baseball in the wild, and Greg.
Oh, Greg, me too? Thanks, Hunter.
Don't have too much fun, okay?
Fun with what?
Wear a condom. We don't do
God.
AIDS.
Oh
Or
my
baby.
god. Let's just move on.
My flop.
Oh, good one, Duck.
My flop is for Mike because you ruin everything. Why do you have to be such a dick?
It's true.
Well, at least my baseball team doesn't suck.
Hey, I don't care.
have a baseball
Hunter,
team.
who's your baseball team?
Orioles.
Have you ever
Minnesota
played
Twins.
baseball, John? Oh, all right.
I have
Let's go
played
Florida.
baseball.
Is that the same thing?
You're not a
No.
Yankees fan, so you're okay with
I
it.
like.
What's your
round
flop,
games.
Hunter?
Hey,
What's your flop, Hunter?
And a botch.
My team blew a walk-off home run today. So
Cool. And my botch is for John because you're a fucking douchebag piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
God.
I hope
You
your
bloody
family
wanker.
dies.
Who the
Did he just call me a wanker?
I fucked your mom.
Well, Hunter, I don't talk to chavs and tossers.
Oh, fucking
You
God.
chav. You're a chav.
I don't think you understand what chav is.
Pants. That's what they are.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I'm done.
Are we, okay, you're done? Alright. My pop goes to the
Mock
final
you.
days of AJ being my ripe queen.
I hate that word so
Those
much.
days
I
are
hope he dies.
coming to an end,
Thank
supposedly,
you,
but we'll
CM
wait.
Punk, for killing that stupid
Yep.
word.
No,
Punk.
because he's just going to use ripe to describe Emma's butt.
Oh, her
It
butt
was
will
so
always be
ripe.
ripe. My pop is also for wrestling this weekend. I'm very excited. I'm going to watch as much wrestling as possible, including the DDT 4 show PWG had like 2 months ago that I still need to
That's
rewatch.
too much wrestling.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
I'm excited for
I'm
ROH
gonna watch
too.
so much fucking wrestling this weekend. It's gonna be not funny.
You do.
It's gonna be so hard this weekend.
My wrestling butt.
Aggressively fucking wrestling.
You do realize this is the last weekend for all of the indie stuff at Mania weekend
Yeah.
because WWE just had to go and buy everything, so they couldn't go there.
Well, I was just looking at WooTube to
They don't
see what
want
their
any
schedule
smarks
is.
like you, Mike.
There's a Wrestling Odyssey show on April 4th. Couple New Japan Wrestling Invasion shows on the 2nd, 3rd. Kaiju Big Battle, Little Trouble and Big
Kaiju.
Easy.
Kaiju.
Sorry.
Kai.
And a Shimmer show too. So I'm gonna look out on that.
Hey John.
Yeah.
ZCW PWG WrestleCon
Oh,
on the 5th.
no. Mike, don't say things to me like that.
Their double main event is Drew Gulak, Hero Elgin for the ZCW title,
Okay,
and Bad Influences Tag Team Invitational.
okay, this
Because all the Jappy guys left.
Okay, and my botch goes to... Oh wait, no, my flop goes to every single person in this fucking podcast. Except
Okay,
Dave,
Greg.
because I love Dave.
Okay, Greg, fuck you then.
I know.
That's more potato in my life.
No.
Thank you very much.
Actually, the Jappy guys left the Dragon Gate show, not this WrestleCon show.
Oh, that's
And, my botch goes to... I don't know, the potential of WrestleMania on the network blacking out. I think it'll be a botch on their part. But we'll see. Yeah, on the network. Thank you everybody for...
Watch.
Thank you everybody for... thank you everybody for joining with the Arc of Wrestling. Thank you everybody for joining the Wrestling Podcast. We will be streaming live after WrestleMania this coming Sunday. We will be talking about WrestleMania. We're gonna have some guests lined up. We already have some guests lined up. One we could already we could confirm. Wrestling with
Like
subtitles.
And some guy here writes for pwupdate.net, I think it is.
Yeah, we will.
He's on till.
Get everybody's information.
When you say just some guy.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
We'll announce everything on
Just
the.
some guy who
I still
writes
call
stuff.
Bill.
We will announce everything on the Twitter, so keep your eyes on the Twitter. A lot of probably interesting things will pop up as we go along for the ride to WrestleMania. So remember to check us out, arcofwrestling.webs.com. Remember to subscribe to the current channel, but also remember to subscribe to our original channel because we're trying to get that back up and running due to some shitty WWE copyright stuff.
I wouldn't blame the WWE, I'd blame YouTube because of that.
Yeah. Also, make sure to go check out Senshudo.tv. Everybody there is great. You can watch Dave's cast over there if you enjoyed him on the podcast. And go watch John's shitty Tumblr. I don't know. Fuck whatever
go
that is.
Go check out John's
you
Tumblr.
Want
he
Fandango gifts? I'll give you some Fandango gifts.
I also do Dean Malenko gifts as well.
He also does Captain America Winter Soldier gifts.
But that's on my personal blog.
Oh, well, he does that on his personal blog.
So, thank you everybody for joining this Arc of Wrestling podcast. Remember to catch us on Sunday. Remember, we will be streaming live on the Arc of Wrestling channel because Ryan will be on the call to do that. I'm not sure about everybody else. But as of that, we're off. Remember,
it'll be a party now that I figured out how to do stuff on.
Took you that long.
I like parties.
Thank you everybody. Bye.
You suck.